Hi, my name is Edward Nostrand, and I'm the National Sales Director for Optimum CS.
I'm Nushan Yasari. I'm the President and Managing Director of Optimum.
As a software development firm, we partner with the best-in-breed OEMs. A great example of this is our gold partnership with Microsoft. We make it a priority to help organizations and clients both identify and solve for their greatest business challenges.
That's right, Eddie. In the application development practice, we specialize in three areas. One is building custom applications and business systems from ground up. The other is integration of different business systems in the back end, so your data and processes are connected and flowing between the different systems. And the last area is modernization of your legacy applications, not only from the user interface standpoint, but also from the user experience and making sure that the new business needs and requirements of your business is incorporated in that legacy software.
And this has led us into all types of industries. In fact, Nushan, we recently assisted a client in the real estate industry who needed a custom application built because of a very unique use case.
That's right, Eddie. We have a great client in commercial real estate space. They have multiple locations across the US, and one of the biggest challenges that they had was having a centralized business system that would basically meet the needs of every location, but at the same time they can aggregate information at the corporate level and have reporting and visibility across, not only at corporate, but across the locations. And our team addressed that problem and addressed that challenge by building a custom software application from ground up, designing it and implementing it and rolling it out into all of those locations in the US.
We use Microsoft Azure DevOps for requirements gathering and also some of the project management and release management capabilities. The application was built on an ASP.NET Core with a SQL Server backend. And we also used Microsoft Azure AD for some of the security, permissionings, and authentication and authorization.
I'm Rick Armilovich, CEO President of Valbridge Property Advisors.
And I'm Chris Lance, Senior Managing Director of Valbridge Houston, and I oversee Valbridge National Technology.
Valbridge Property Advisors is a national real estate valuation and consulting company. We have 675 staff members, over 80 offices, and we do valuation primarily in the commercial space, which includes industrial, multifamily, retail, office properties, business valuations, minority interests, residential properties, any type of valuation.
So as Rick mentioned, we have over 675 employees with 80 offices. We do thousands of appraisal assignments each year, and we needed a central place for a collaboration among all of these employees that we have, and a way to move work through our systems, which include other valuation technology as well. So the idea for this process was to create a place to originate assignments and then move them seamlessly through the workflow. The life cycle of an appraisal may be 2 weeks, it may be 6 weeks, and we needed to have an application that let us keep track of these assignments through the life cycle, as well as move them through the process.
Optimum was a company we selected based on many interviews. We went through the process of evaluating collaboration skill sets, how they'd interact with our team, how they were able to manage our team and our processes, and their skill set. We decided to rebuild the back end of our valuation system and our data systems, and we wanted to be on one unified platform for efficiency and for a consistent form of reporting, and to make our staff work seamlessly across 80 offices.
So we deployed this new application in April of 2022, and it launched, went out to all 675 of our employees, who all launched and went live day one. So it was a pretty large undertaking, and Optimum worked with us through that entire process. We had a launch day and worked 12 hours. The whole team was there making this happen. What it's done is allowed us to have a single point of entry for data and we no longer have the repetition that we had. Jobs move efficiently through our system between appraisers, through admin, through reviewers, and it's really just created a significant level of efficiency and workflow.
I'd like to address one other thing, if I may. We've enjoyed the experience working with Optimum, primarily Nushin, and the reason is they became part of our team, and that collaboration process with them and with our staff was fantastic and has been fantastic. And that's probably the single greatest reason why we hired them. It wasn't because they were the lowest priced company. They were quite knowledgeable, but it was a combination of skills and how they communicated. That was number one issue for us.
Yeah, and I could add to that Valbridge is very much a relationship-based organization, and that's very important to us, that we have people that we get along with and work well together with. We manage the build out of our Houston office here, where we have other technology staff. Optimum is also based in Houston. I would imagine that our teams were on the phone with each other every day. We had regular governance calls with leadership, and it was just a very smooth working relationship that we value very much.
Valbridge relies on partners, and I would say that Optimum has been a fantastic partner, and they will continue to be a great partner of ours into the future. We have many that are partners with us, but they've been one of our real favored partners, and we enjoy working with them, and we will continue to work with them in the future, and we would recommend them to anybody.
It's been a pleasure working with Valbridge and their team. From day one, we had a great cultural match between our teams, and just seeing that the Valbridge's leadership is very focused on ensuring their team has the right tools and has the right assets so that they can do their job better. Just seeing how focused Valbridge is on employee satisfaction, making sure that their teams are happy and again have the right tools in hand to do their day-to-day job is been great. So as Rick and Chris mentioned, Valbridge has multiple locations across the US. It's a very large operations when it comes to their industry, and each location comes with their own set of business processes or requirements. So creating a system that can be centralized across all of those locations and work for each location was really a challenge for us to be able to resolve. We had to talk to different stakeholders from various locations, understand what the core requirements are, and then sit down with the leadership and decide on what should the system really do to be able to address most of those requirements and needs across multiple locations. Optimum assembled a very strong team for this project. Any kind of custom application development can be very complex, and if you're not managing it correctly, it can get out of hand. That's why sometimes custom application build out has a bad rep in the market as far as they always go over budget or they never really work. So our core focus or key focus was really on making sure we have the right team for the project. We had a solution architect who's very, very strong, comes from many years of designing software solutions, complex software solutions, and we also had developers, project managers, business analysts. Another part of our success was really the key team or the core team that Valbridge provided to us. It was great to see that they also have the same focus and attention to the project. They gave us the right stakeholders to be able to interview, to be able to work with, and they really put a lot of time and effort in this to ensure that we're set for success as a vendor. As you know, it takes two to tango in this industry, so I believe we brought our A team and they brought their A team, and we all kind of joint effort to be able to roll this out successfully. The way we ensure that we can repeat success on future projects is, first of all, by focusing on our people and processes. So we do have our processes all documented, and we constantly optimize and improve our internal processes to make sure that every time we undertake a new project, we can repeat the same success or even better results as before. We invest a lot on our team. We make sure we hire the best in the market. We make sure they're staying happily with us. We're training them, we're retaining them. And again, being able to offer the core team that is very competent and the set of optimized processes that we have kind of developed in-house to ensure success on our projects, I think that's our key for success. And that's something that we would repeat for future projects as well.